All right, Alan, are you ready?
Yes.
Chris and Alan's best of 2023. Do you have yours prepared, or do you want me to
I
share?
do. You want me to go first?
Why don't you go first since I went last time?
Okay. Let me share my screen. All right. So listen, this is my best of 2023. So if you don't like it, I don't care. It's mine.
All right, let's go.
So I'm just
For it.
prepping you.
Make sure to scroll down so that it like goes over the banner so we can see it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
What's at number 5?
Number 5, Maestro.
Okay.
In fact, yeah, okay. I won't make commentaries about it just yet, but biopic, written, directed by stars Bradley Cooper. To me, just a masterpiece in terms of just an actor acting. The music overlaying it is brilliant, and it's a very unique and odd story. And it's probably the weirdest love story you're going to see all year. So Maestro. Number 4, John Wick 4. This has been on my list for a very long time. I think it's just a masterpiece of action. I will say the car chase in the middle of the movie, the overhead gunfight, and then the battle on the stairs. It just sent it over the top for me. I love this movie. I will watch it many times. It's a work of art. Let's just say that. Number 3, The Iron Claw. Yeah, it's just a heartbreaking movie. It's a story about brothers. I think Zac Efron is great. I think when it comes to family, this movie hits all the right things. So before I get to number 2 and 1, I should let you know, for the second year in a row, my daughter and I have agreed on the same best movie of the year.
What?
Yeah. So here we go. Let's go to number 2, and it's Godzilla -1.
Wait, what?
What? How can this be? I took my daughter to see Godzilla -1 the other day. She loved it. It's her number 3 movie of the year. Mine is number 2. Honestly, after seeing Godzilla -1, I don't care about all the other Godzilla movies. I don't care to see the next one, the Godzilla and Kong.
Oh, the Godzilla Kong just looks stupid,
and it's just
objectively stupid.
It's just sad that it comes out now, or it's coming out in a few months after this one. To me, the story of the kamikaze pilot is the thing that kind of grips you throughout this whole thing. And then you have this is what I think they were truly going for in that first Godzilla, and they brought it here. And then my favorite movie of the year, along with my daughter's favorite movie of the year,
okay. Wait, you agree on number 1, you and your daughter?
Yes, we agree on number 1.
Okay.
The number 1 movie of the year is American Fiction.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we just saw it last night. We went to the theater, went to see it. And my daughter midway through hugs me and says, "I love this movie." It's not only is it fantastic satire, not only is it satire for today, for the conversation about race that's going on today, this is perfect satire. But then there's this family story behind it, just like Godzilla -1 and Iron Claw. There's just a family story behind it that is so touching, and this is a movie that just hits the heart and the head at the same time. And like I said, I think this is an important movie for everyone to see today, especially if you're concerned about the way race relations are going in the world today. This is the film.
Well, I hope it's in wide release. It's such an important, because it's like there's a lot of films that involve race like this, the American Society of. See, now I'm saying it like
now you're afraid to say
like Eric July. Ask Gary to send me that video so I can play it on my channel if Eric July doesn't mind. But that movie just looks awful. That looks so terrible.
Yeah, weirdly that trailer played before American Fiction. And I remember watching it, wondering, what the hell is this movie about?
Who is it for? But American Fiction just completely mocks progressives and their impression of how they think Black people should be. and I love it. It's biting social satire,
Mhm.
and Jeffrey Wright. I just have always loved him
Yeah.
as an actor. He's really good as Commissioner Gordon in The Batman.
Yeah.
So there you go. All
And
right,
if you've
now it's
seen Rustin, he's very good in Rustin as well.
yep. I've got my list, Alan. You
Okay.
ready? Let's
Yeah.
see how much we cross over here. So here's my best, best and worst. I'll just have to scroll down here. Best of 2023. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A movie you may have forgotten. Can you see that?
Mhm.
Shoot, I gotta scroll up. I'm gonna.
Can
Okay,
you make it
here's
bigger?
no.
Can
Here's
you
what I'll
increase the
do.
font size?
Here's what I'll
Oh, yeah.
do. Oh
No,
shoot!
wait, now you're just revealing.
Dang it. Okay, Landscape
Yeah.
with Invisible Hand, which is a movie that probably people don't remember. It's a science fiction film about a dystopian future that is more of a commentary on the present as we spiral towards socialism. And it's also about art, and it's about YouTube, even if you can believe that, and how much you reveal on social media. I really love this film. It was a total surprise. I'm going to increase the size of the font here so I can maybe present this in a better way. But I completely love that movie. It's also just like very no, dang it. No, okay, stop sharing screen.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove for a second. But I really we both gave it, I think, a really good review.
Yeah.
It's just it's very unique. I love you know how much I love like indie science fiction.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of like that. It's a great way to tell comment on current society
Yeah,
and
and the
what's
human
going
condition.
on.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't do my honorable mentions, but my sci-fi indie was the Pod Generation.
Oh, well there you go. I'm gonna fix this for a
I mean, both
second.
are great films, and
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, Alan. I'm just getting this. I got to get this set up here so I can do this. All right. So number 5, Landscape with Invisible Hand. Strongly recommend it. See that film. It's pretty dark and depressing. My number 2 on my list is American Fiction. Or excuse me, number 4 on my list is American Fiction. I think it has one of the best performances with Jeffrey Wright. We talked about it. It's really a fantastic film. So it's on my top 5. Right?
yes.
I mean, it's funny. A lot of our top 5 kind of cross over. So, Landscape with Invisible Hand, American Fiction. At number 3, The Iron Claw.
You're revealing your whole thing.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yes,
trying
you
to.
are. I know what your number 2 is now.
Okay. All right. Iron Claw. I had the same reaction that you did. I just really love the Iron Claw. It's one of those biopics that seems like it's from another time. The music in it is fantastic. It's a story that outside of wrestling, a lot of people do not know. So I do recommend, if you're unaware of the story of the Von Erich brothers, that you avoid researching it or looking up YouTube videos about it. Just see the movie first and then watch the, more of the real story. But I loved Iron Claw. Number 2 on my list, and it's because this movie, for something to be on a worst and a best list for me, it's got to be a movie that I can't stop thinking about. Like a movie that and this movie I ended up seeing when I first saw it, I did not like this film. I thought, why is this not working for me? Saw it a second time, loved it. Saw it a third time and was just moved. And that is Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer, I thought I know. Some people are not going to agree with me, but upon repeated viewings, the movie gets even better. I think it's an important film for our time. And I just loved it. And it's a perfect pairing for my number 1 on my top movies of 2023, which is Godzilla -1 at number 1. I've seen it now 4 times. I've seen it 4 times now, and it also is one of those films that gets better and better upon repeated viewings. And when I saw it the first time, I thought, wow, this is amazing. But I didn't think like on a top list. I'm like, well, because it's a Godzilla film. But truly, it's a work of art. It's a masterpiece. I remember when you saw it before I did, and
Yeah.
you gave it the stellar review. So,
I
you know
believe
what?
what I said was, white people, your movies suck.
Why'd you have to go there, Alan? Why'd you have to go there with it? But these are my top 5 films for 2023. And they're all films that are important, but they're not lectury. Landscape with Invisible Hand is not like any science fiction you've ever seen. And that movie kind of came and went, but I can't stop thinking about it. I ended up buying it on video on demand. Now I do have honorable mentions. So let me get to my honorable mentions. And some of them are on your list. Honorable mentions for me are Talk to Me, John Wick Chapter 4, Poor Things, Past Lives, The Boy and the Heron, Dream Scenario, Air, Tetris, Mad Heidi, Sisu, a movie you probably forgot, and Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Now, one thing I want you to notice about my honorable mentions, I want you to notice one thing. Not one superhero movie. Not one superhero film. These are
John Wick Chapter 4 wouldn't count?
I mean, it's an action movie. Yeah. I'm just saying these are all movies that are worthwhile. They're films that I just had very good experience seeing, and they're films that have stayed with me. Stayed with me.
Yeah, let me give you my honorable mentions.
Do you have an honorable mentions? All right. Could you share screen with yours?
I don't have them written down. I'll just go over it. Okay, the Holdovers. The Holdovers was one.
Okay.
Radical, Sound of Freedom, The Pod Generation, and Naya.
Oh.
Yeah, Sound of Freedom.
I mean, yes, Sound of Freedom also made my list because it's a movie I forgot. You know what? I should remember that because it's actually currently playing on Amazon Prime. It's just part of Prime.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Here's another thing. But for the most part, not a lot of CG in our movies, in our top movies.
If you look at this list of movies, with the exception of maybe John Wick Chapter 4, and Dream Scenario's got a little
Godzilla -1.
Yeah, there's not a lot of CG in these films. These are just solid movies. So there you go.